All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah, and this is your spiritual vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Also, if you have not been receiving those notifications, please be sure to double check to make sure that you're still subscribed. And if you aren't a member, you may want to consider getting a membership. Okay, they start at $2.99 all the way up to $49.99. With that all being said, let's get some music playing. Hold on. Okay. Because some of these, oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. Hold on. Because some of these videos, I think one of them at least has music in it. And I don't know if it's licensed, so I'm going to play something on top of it. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get those likes up. All right, hello, Juju said the queen is queening. Donna's here. Okay, Samantha, Claudette, Junior Thorpe is here. Blessings to you too, beloved. Kathy B. Laverne. All right, let's get into it. Queen Shay. Reggie is here. All right, Samantha and Claudette. So with that all being said, shout out to all of my Stardusters in the chat and everyone tuned into the queen. Y'all know I love me some you. So let's get into it. Now, yesterday, I can't remember who asked me specifically. Hey, Laverne, Buckhorse, DC. I cannot remember exactly who asked me yesterday, but someone asked me to talk about the pink moon. So we're going to talk about it, okay? Sometimes I take requests. Hey, Desmond, shout out to the moderators putting in work. All hell no is in the house. All right, so I want to say it seems like it was Sharon 65, although I could be mistaken. Okay, hello, Darnell. So let's talk about this pink moon that came out April the 23rd, okay, a couple of days ago. Remember, I told you that whenever there's a full moon, you have the energy, or shall I say the energy of that full moon is still in the environment, in the air, in the atmosphere for at least 3 days later. Now, some people think it's a little bit longer, but I personally wouldn't wait longer than 3 days. Okay, so tonight would be the last night, right? So with that all being said, let's talk about it. It was Laverne. Okay, thank you, beloved. That's who it was. Okay, Reggie said he loves it. Okay, so let's talk about it. First of all, how did it get the name the Pink Moon? Well, the name Pink Moon comes from the April Full Moon Seasonal Association, okay, appearing in spring around the blossom time of flowers, according to the Farmer's Almanac. And the Farmer's Almanac gives the names to all of the full moons, okay, pretty much. Now, the full moon aligns with the blooming of Phlox subulata, okay, a pink wildflower native to eastern North America. That's why they call it a pink moon. It got its name from that. Okay, so now let's talk about the spiritual meaning of the pink moon. And I have some videos that I'm going to show you guys that some TikTokers who are into spirituality posted. All right, not like what they had to say, and I agree with most of it, if not all of what they said. So we're going to listen to those also. Now, April's pink moon, when to see it, origins and spiritual meaning explained. April's so-called pink moon is nigh. Okay, here's what it means and how it offers you optimal conditions to become the best version of yourself. You see, here's the thing. If you're a good, righteous person, if you're a kind, considerate person who's humble and who loves the Most High and who's kind and empathetic to others, well, you should be getting good news around this time. Hey, Odd Negroes official, you should be getting Timber Dan in the house. You should be getting good news when this pink full moon's energy is still in the air. How many of you got good news? Let's see who's really nefarious. Okay, let's get into it. Once in the chat, if you got some good news in the past few days. Once in the chat. I'm just waiting to see who's going to lie. I'm just waiting to see who's going to lie. Let's see. Okay. Look at all these people lying, clearly lying. One's in the chat. No, good and darn well, y'all are all nefarious and got no good news. And Dan, I know you're lying. The only one telling the truth is Reggie. Y'all know I'm just teasing. Okay, so with that all being said, look at Odd Negroes official. So with that all being said, listen, you really should be getting good news. I mean, if you're a righteous person, you're going to get your karma, which in this case would be good, right? And so with that all being said, I got good news, which I'll share with you momentarily. But I digress. And so, who was it that asked me? Someone asked me. Reggie said, but I also received a spiritual attack. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, honey. You got to be prayed up. Okay. You got to have on the whole armor of God, honey. These devils are out here everywhere walking in our midst. Okay. They absolutely are. But don't worry, because we all come under spiritual attack at one point or another, beloved. Okay. So with that all being said, it was Odd Negroes official who asked me that. Let me look it up. Because I have no idea. That's a good question. I never even thought about it, beloved. But no, it wasn't a block mine. It says that the person who wrote it was Robert Bailey Thomas, born April the 24th. Please pay attention. April the 24th, 1766. Okay? Died at the age of 80 years old. Right? So that's who wrote it, Robert Bailey Thomas. His birthday is was the same day as my brother's. Okay, so anyway, here's what it says. As one of the most prominent celestial events of the year, the pink moon is almost here. Now, mind you, this is before the 23rd because clearly it's already come. Okay, so despite its name, the lunar marvel, the second full moon of the spring, isn't actually pink tinted. The April full moon will rise. Okay, on Tuesday, it's going to be visible until Thursday. So that's the day. So, that just confirms what I already said. I told you all that the energy from any full moon lasts for about 3 days. That's how I've always dealt with it. But somebody said in one of these videos that I'm going to play, they said that you had until the 27th. And I was like, and I heard somebody say that before, that it lasts for like 5 days. And I'm like, no, don't think it lasts that long. Okay, so anyway, the overall fourth full moon of the year marks the beginning of the Jewish holiday Passover, lending the event another name, Passover moon. Okay, and so here's the thing. We just had that solar eclipse, let's not forget. And this full moon is positioned in the Scorpio constellation, okay? A water sign associated with intimacy, okay? Self-empowerment, vulnerability, rebirth, and sexuality. That's what it's all associated with. Now, the April 23rd full moon is all about the renewal of energy. And you know, this is absolutely true. It is about the renewal of energy. In fact, my energy has definitely been renewed. Okay? Rich says, I do, and I'm handling it with my armor. My armor has no back plate. Okay? I know that's right. Odd Negro's official said, okay, so I'll change my answer to not yet. Okay. Dan said, not sexuality. Dan, no, you didn't spell it out like I did. Let me continue because you all are nefarious. Y'all not going to get me started today. Okay, so it goes on to say, here's what we know about the pink moon. And so this year's celestial event isn't merely relegated to the focus on the moon. Other celestial bodies like Mars, Saturn, and Mercury will also be visible. Now, according to NASA, it will reach peak illumination at 7:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April the 23rd, but will be visible all through the Thursday morning. And other names of the event refer to it as the sprouting grass moon, the egg moon, fish moon, the Pesach or Passover moon, the Hanuman Janyati Festival Moon, and Bak Poya, all names seeking inspiration from various cultures. Okay, please pay attention. Additionally, the Christian ecclesiastical calendar also refers to the first full moon after the spring equinox as the Paschal moon, which helps determine the date of Easter. This means Easter follows on the Sunday after the Paschal moon. The Easter moon is what they also call it. Now, while for 2024, Easter already occurred on March the 24th, sometimes the April full moon also secures that title as well. And so why is it called the pink moon? NASA notes that in the 1930s, the Maine Farmer's Almanac started publishing Native American names for each month's moon. Following this almanac trend, the April full moon became the pink moon because the tribes of the northeastern United States called it that. Their decision was inspired by the wildflower herb moss pink, or some call it creeping phlox, moss phlox, mountain phlox, an eastern USA native that is one of the earliest to bloom in the spring. It has pink petals. Okay, so as the pink moon is positioned in Scorpio, all previously mentioned energies associated with it get amplified collectively. Okay, representing the renewal, it also accentuates a period of self-discovery, right? Making it the perfect time to discard old and redundant habits that serve you nothing positive. All right, so if you have bad habits and bad behaviors and bad patterns of thinking and all of those things, you need to be trying to get rid of it right about now. Okay, the Scorpio energy is directly entangled with the aspect of maximizing everything. Therefore, it becomes the perfect time to get out of old patterns, negativity, and qualms about anything. It offers the best period to use everything at your disposal for personal growth. Personal spiritual growth specifically. Now, moreover, the moon's pink color also supposedly symbolizes healing, love, and a time to invest in positivity, intimacy, and compassion. And if you want to know a stone that embodies the same thing, for those of you who work or collect your stones and crystals, well, the pink rose quartz. Okay, the pink rose quartz is a stone associated with love and intimacy. Okay, so with that all being said, let's continue. Likes up, everyone, please get those likes up. Thank you in advance. Now that was the spiritual meaning of it. So now I'm going to show you a couple of videos. I'm going to share my screen. I'm just going to show you a brief video of when they're showing the moon when it was illuminated. Okay, Kathy B says she has that one. All right. Odd Negro says that he has that too. Okay. Yeah, I love rose quartz. I have several of those. I have a rose quartz ring, earrings, and a necklace. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. This is just a brief clip.
Happening tonight. It was so close last night. If the clouds get in our way, we'll be able to see. If they don't, April's pink full moon light up the sky. At first glance, the moon will probably look pretty similar to how it always does. But experts say if you dust off the binoculars and get a really close look, you'll see a pink glow. The pink moon will be visible for the next 3 nights. I swear, last night about 11:30, there was a cloud right in front of it and was very pink.
Well, as you saw there, just look right above Stonehenge. That's where you'll see it.
Okay. So you all saw that it was very bright. Okay, so now with that all being said, let me go to this next video real quick. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. You know what? I'm not going to play this one. This was redundant because basically they're just repeating what I've already said. So I'm not going to play that. Okay, so with that all been said, I'm going to go to some videos about the pink moon. As I said, that some people posted on TikTok. Odd Negro says, yeah, it looks exactly like that, pink. Yes, it absolutely did. Timber Dan said gorgeous. Now listen, you all know that sometimes I get to talking and doing things and I forget stuff. Moderators, you all know that I do that. So please remind me if I forget to play the video about the bananas that I wanted to play for you all yesterday when I was telling you to eat more vegetables and fruit and all that stuff, and about healthy living. Please don't let me forget to show you the video about bananas. I didn't play it yesterday because it has music in the background. It still has music in the background, but I'm just going to play some music over it, okay? Because I really want you all to see it. So let's get into these videos that these TikTokers posted. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. And this is just their thoughts on the pink moon. And also, let me ask this before I get started. But when I get closer, it was more yellow, but so big, says Odd Negro's official, okay? So let me ask you all this. You know what moon was really big and really illuminated and seemed so close to the earth for me? Was the illuminated moon, the super moon. You all remember the super moon from last year? That moon was huge. And it looked like it was so close to the earth. How many of you saw it? It was the most beautiful moon that I have literally ever seen. I mean, it was so illuminated. It almost looked like it had like a ring around it, an illuminated ring. It was absolutely gorgeous, okay? I was outside at the park dancing in the moonlight. Okay, please pay attention. Yes, I was doing a ritual, okay? Some of y'all get scared when people say that. Now, right? But at the end of the day, I told you all a myriad of times that I absolutely do perform full moon rituals every time there's a full moon. Okay, how many of you do that? How many of you perform full moon rituals? Reggie said, I remember it was so close. Yes, it absolutely was. Okay, Witty T said, yes, got a picture of it, okay? So with that all being said, that's what it was, Reggie. Reggie said it had a halo. That's a perfect way to describe it. That's exactly what it looked like. It was absolutely beautiful. Okay, so once in the chat, if you perform full moon rituals or if you make moon water when there's a full moon. Once in the chat, if you make moon water or if you perform full moon rituals. And if you don't perform full moon rituals, you probably should. If you're trying to manifest, yeah, you should be performing full moon rituals. Rich said, I could make out the different seas in Mars. Okay. Odd Negro says, I'm a Cancer, the only sign ruled by the moon. Missions Vision said, afternoon, everyone, just left that plantation. That's funny, Missions. Okay, so only a couple of people. So here's the thing. Hey, Shelvies. So here's the thing. I don't always make moon water. Let me not even go there. What I was going to say is I always make it a habit of taking my stones and crystals outside so they can absorb the energy of the full moon and then to recharge. Then sometimes I make the moon water. The moon water is amazing. So what I like to do is I like to take like some spring water, preferably Crystal Geyser, which is my favorite because it's bottled at the source. But anyway, I take the water and I sit it outside. Of course, I sit there and watch it so nobody comes along and puts anything in it. Pay attention. But I go out there and I set the water out there and I let it sit out there in a jar for like maybe 2 hours under the moonlight. And then I drink it. I don't drink it right then. I may drink it the next day, but nonetheless, I drink it sometimes. Sometimes I may bathe in it, or sometimes you can't bathe all over because I don't make that much, but I'm just saying I bathe my face and stuff in it. But, or sometimes I take my stones and crystals and put them in the water. Now, some of them, because you can't put all stones and crystals in water. Okay, it's not a good idea to put all of them. You have to know which ones, and you have to really know about stones. So with that all being said, you can even take some stones and crystals and make elixirs, but you have to know again which ones, because some of them are toxic and you can't do that. Okay, and so please know what you're doing if you try any of these things. But anyway, so with that all being said, Mission Vision said, I normally say a prayer. Okay, is that weird? No, that's not weird. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, so I think Christopher said, do you drink it? Yes, I absolutely do. But sometimes I put my stones and crystals in that water overnight, and then you will not believe how much power they have after. Let me just give you an example. So I put a jasper stone in there. I put a blue agate, and then I want to say it was an amethyst and a red tiger eye. So I put all of those in the water, and this is like maybe a few months ago. And then so once they stayed in the water overnight, then I took them and I started sleeping with them under my pillow. Sometimes I sleep with stones and crystals under my pillow. Well, not sometimes. I really do it most of the time. But so anyway, I put them under my pillow, and I don't even need an alarm clock. I don't even need an alarm clock. Whatever time I want to wake up, I wake up at that time. The stones literally wake me up. I'm not even joking. Now, this probably sounds crazy to you. This probably sounds crazy to some of you, but at the end of the day, these things have so much power. They literally, like I said, will wake me up. Okay. I also put my energy into the stones by holding them in my left hand and all of that. So I'm just telling you, these things absolutely work. Pay attention. Mariah says, I do sun water for my plants. Absolutely. Now that's really good too. And the moon water as well. Mariah says, I'm curious to know what stone is used for healing. Oh, that's a good question. The stone used for healing is the stone of the psychic, which is my birthstone. And yes, I'm a psychic, by the way, but I like to call it a prophetess. But the stone is the amethyst. Okay, there are several stones, but that's the one that I prefer. The amethyst is a stone for healing, and also the bloodstone. Now, if you don't know what the bloodstone looks like, that's a green stone. It's like a dark green, like a winter green, forest green. And then it has like a little speck of red on it that looks like dried blood. That's why they call it the bloodstone. And in fact, back during the time of the Civil War, they say that some soldiers would carry these bloodstones with them so that if they had wounds, they would use it to stop the bleeding. Okay, and I'll tell you a true story. My oldest son was playing football and basketball in high school. And so he was playing football, and then he ended up getting a hairline fracture, okay, toward the end of the season. So he got this hairline fracture. I took him to the doctor. They did an x-ray and all of this. And so they told him it's going to take a while to heal and that he wasn't likely going to be able to try out for basketball because his leg wouldn't have healed at that point. And so I took an amethyst and I rubbed it on his leg where the fracture was. I rubbed it on his leg every night before he went to bed. Okay. And within about a week, his leg was healed. We went back and got another x-ray. And the doctor's like, this is crazy. He was like, how did his leg heal this fast? That's never happened. And I told him I used an amethyst and I rubbed it on there. And he just laughed at me, thought that was crazy. So anyway, I'm just telling you these things work. Especially if you're an intuitive person, a spiritual person, and you believe in it and you know what you're doing. Now, here's the thing. I'll tell you what someone in my family who is into the church and everything, and they told me that me doing stuff like that was witchcraft. They told me that I was doing witchcraft, honey. They told me, they said, well, if you're taking stones and crystals and you're trying to heal yourself and heal other people, that's witchcraft. You know what I told them? I was so glad they said that, because that's a common mistake that people think, specifically people who look like me, because we've been indoctrinated to think that what the Most High created is not good. You know, the Most High created stones and crystals. They came literally from the earth. They're a natural resource. Nobody made them but God. Okay, now I'm not saying you can't use them for witchcraft, because anything good or made for good can also be used for bad. Remember, you could take fire and warm your house, cook your food, build a campfire, but you could also take it and commit arson and set things on fire. You could be like Diddy and use it to blow up Kid Cudi's car. So with that all being said, anything used or made for good could be used for bad. So witches, yes, they do use stones and crystals, but I'm not a witch. You see, in order for you to be a witch, you have to practice Wicca. Okay? You have to be doing something like that. Now, mind you, I thought it was interesting that they told me that I was a witch or doing something I shouldn't be doing because I'm using stones and crystals. They said that's sorcery. Funny thing is, if you don't think that I should use stones and crystals for healing, why do you think it's okay to take pharmaceutical drugs? Now, that's the witchcraft and sorcery. Let's not forget the root word pharmaca literally means sorcery. So who's really doing witchcraft here? Okay, and after I said all of that, they couldn't say anything else because they're going to tell me they don't use stones and crystals for healing, but they go into the doctor and take antibiotics. Make it all make sense. Okay, make it all make sense. Timber Dan said, teach, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Queen, when selecting crystals, does the stone pick you? Is that true? Yes, absolutely. And this is if you pick them in person. Hold on. Is tarot considered witchcraft? Says Odd Nichols Official. Well, here's the thing. I don't dabble in tarot cards or anything like that. To me, it's nefarious. I'm not saying that, I'm not, putting down anyone who uses it, but I never believed in using tarot cards. To me, that is nefarious. I'm not going to say it's witchcraft because are the people using it practicing Wicca? I don't know. But I think it's nefarious, and I think it's something that we shouldn't be doing. That's just my opinion. Like I told you, when I do readings, I use the regular playing cards, the ones you play spades with. Those are the ones used by the Order of the Magi. Those are the ones that represent the 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. That's why you have the hearts, the clubs, the diamonds, and the spades. And then every card, if you add up the numeric value of the cards, comes out to be a total of 365 and a quarter. There's 365 and a quarter days in the year. Every one of us was born on one of the days of a card. Me specifically, I was born on the Jack of Clubs. Okay. And with that all being said, I'm one of those people that's multi-talented. And that's where you get the phrase from, a jack of all trades. They get that from people who are Jack of Clubs. Now, the only one that you can't tell by their personality, the card that they're born under won't determine their personality traits, is the day of the Joker, which is December 31st. Because let's not forget, if you play spades, you know that the Joker can be wild. So the Joker can be itself along with any other card in the deck. So someone born on December 31st, you can't necessarily pinpoint their character just from looking at their birth card. But most other people, you absolutely can. And I'm very deep into astrology and numerology. I studied it for years, over a decade, okay? So I know what I'm talking about. And those of you who have come to me for spiritual readings, you know that everything I told you was absolutely true. Anyone want to counter that and say that it wasn't? Anyone want to challenge? Because I know that every one of y'all that I did those readings for, y'all already know that it all came true. That I was right on point. Someone even tried to challenge me one time when I told them something about themselves. They was like, no, I'm not like that. That's not me. And then I said, okay, if you say so, because I wasn't going to argue. But about a month later, they did something and I pointed it out to them. I said, you see what you just did? But you told me that's not who you were when I told you that when I did that reading. And they had to admit. Okay, so please sit down somewhere is all I'm saying. All right. Laverne says, I'm a queen of clubs. You told me that. That's right. And I'm a jack of clubs, but here's the thing. Females that are born under the jack of clubs also have the personality traits of a queen of clubs. Males who are born under the jack of clubs have also the personality traits of the king of clubs. Okay? So that's how it goes. Nessie X said, I want a spiritual reading. Okay, send me an email, beloved. I really don't do them all the time now, but I can do them for some of you. But you have to send me an email. So let's continue. With that all being said, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, so I'm going to start with these videos. And here's the thing. The reason you should specifically be doing full moon rituals at this point before this energy is gone after tonight. This is only if you want to manifest. This is a very powerful energy in the air and the atmosphere for manifesting. When there's a pink full moon, when there's any full moon, there's a good energy for manifesting, but specifically with this pink moon, okay? Because this is a spiritual moon. It's time to get rid of old things and people that are bringing you, down, people that are not serving you right, people that are being nefarious, that are hating on you, and all these things that don't serve you. If it's a job that you don't like and it's bringing you down, killing your spirit, maybe it's time to start looking elsewhere, okay? At the end of the day, this is the energy for you to put away things that are just not serving your purpose in life, okay? So now let's get into these videos. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here we go.
So one of the most powerful days to manifest anything you want is coming up on April 23rd. It's the pink moon. The pink moon specifically is meant to manifest rebirth, growth, and renewal. So it's the time to let go of things that aren't serving you. The best way to manifest during the pink moon is to write down your intentions on a piece of paper, the things that you intend to let go of, and then get into a sacred space, whatever that might be for you, somewhere where you can meditate and really get into a headspace to actually put yourself in a perspective where you let these things go, and then repeat your manifestations over and over in the present tense. I release X, Y, and Z. I no longer have these things in my life, and release them into the universe under the pink moon. Burn the paper and finish your meditation, and then take an inspired action after that. Like, obviously you don't want to just let those things dissipate. Take action the next day, the next week, the next month to make sure that those things that you released stay gone. So fucking go get your moon water, say your manifestations underneath the pink moon, and I can guarantee you some good things are going to start happening in your life. I'm doing it for sure.
Yeah, I know. We should do it together, honestly.
We totally should.
Should we do like a ritual?
No, honestly.
Like light a fire, do a
ritual.
little dance.
Okay, see how they laughed when she said ritual? But that's exactly what they were doing. That's a ritual. Okay, that's absolutely ritual. And there's nothing wrong with doing rituals. Rituals are spiritual. Okay, if you look at the word spiritual, it has the word ritual in it. Write down the word spiritual, okay? And then remove the first three letters. All right, so it says ritual. So there's nothing wrong with doing it. They do rituals in church. The one about communion, okay? When they say they're drinking the blood of Jesus and eating of his body, when they eat those little crackers and stuff, that's ritual. A ritual. Now, I don't call that a spiritual ritual. I call that a satanic ritual. I'm sorry. I know that Christians don't like it, but at the end of the day, that's what I call it. Because if you're sitting there pretending and you're mimicking that you're eating someone's flesh and drinking their blood, isn't that cannibalism? And isn't cannibalism satanic? And isn't that an abomination unto the Most High? So why would you be doing it in church? See, this is how you have to start thinking outside of the box. Don't just listen to what you're told. Don't just go along to get along and do things because everyone else in the church or wherever is doing them. Think for yourself. Okay? So with that all being said, moving right along to the next video.
How does the full moon on April 23rd affect your spiritual journey? Well, it's like having a cosmic cheerleader nudging you toward personal transformation. From 12:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. on April 23rd, 2024, the moon won't just be its usual white. It'll be bathed in a soothing pink hue, a sight that's bound to stir something deep within you. This magical transformation happens when the moon's light dances through delicate cirrus clouds, casting a gentle pink glow across the night sky. But the impact of this celestial event goes beyond mere aesthetics. The April 23rd full moon catalyzes spiritual growth, igniting a fire within you to explore the depths of your soul. During this time, emotions run high and energy flows freely, revealing parts of yourself that may have been hidden or ignored. It's a moment of revelation, a chance to peel back the layers and delve into your true spiritual essence. For those walking the spiritual path, this revelation is like finding a treasure map to your inner self. It's an opportunity to forge a deeper connection with your intuition and tap into higher realms of consciousness. Meditation and prayer become even more potent during this time, as the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds thins, making it easier to receive divine guidance and insights. Many people report heightened psychic abilities under the full moon's glow. Visions become clearer, dreams more vivid, and intuitive instincts sharper. These experiences can be transformative, guiding you to make decisions that align with your spiritual journey and propel you toward growth and healing. But it's not all about uncovering hidden truths. The full moon also shines a light on your progress and potential. It's a time to celebrate how far you've come, while acknowledging that spiritual growth is a continuous journey. Gratitude becomes your guiding star, shifting your focus from what's lacking to the abundance that surrounds you. By aligning your vibration with positivity and success, you attract even more growth and abundance into your life. Understanding the cyclical nature of the moon is key to navigating your spiritual journey. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too does your awareness and understanding. Embrace the ebb and flow of growth, knowing that each phase offers valuable lessons and opportunities for development. By syncing your spiritual practice with the moon's cycles, you can ride the wave of transformation and emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to your true self. 3. Embrace the pink full moon's energies for cleansing and renewal. On the enchanting night of April 23, 2024, from 12:30 a.m. to 1 a.m., the heavens will unveil the pink full moon, a celestial spectacle infused with mystique and spiritual significance. This lunar phenomenon, often revered as the pink moon, heralds a time ripe with transformative energies, beckoning seekers of inner harmony and renewal to partake in cleansing and revitalizing rituals deeply rooted in ancient wisdom. The full moon has long captivated human imagination, symbolizing the pinnacle of the lunar cycle and serving as a beacon of spiritual illumination. The pink moon, in its rosy splendor, embodies the promise of spring's awakening and the opportunity for fresh beginnings in both the physical and spiritual realms. During this sacred period, practitioners across cultures and traditions engage in rituals aimed at purifying the self and surroundings, shedding old burdens, and embracing newfound clarity and vitality. Among these rituals, the burning of sacred herbs takes center stage as the smoke from sage, cedar, or sweet grass is believed to cleanse spaces energetically, dispelling negativity and paving the way for positive transformation under the moon's luminous gaze. Water, another potent symbol intertwined with lunar energy, features prominently in full moon rituals as a conduit for emotional release and purification. Immersing oneself in a full moon bath infused with sea salts and aromatic oils offers a profound opportunity for spiritual rejuvenation, washing away emotional residues and aligning one's energy with the rhythmic tides of the cosmos. Moreover, the full moon serves as a potent amplifier for recharging spiritual tools and talismans, as crystals and amulets bask in the moon's radiant glow, absorbing its celestial essence and shedding any energetic debris accumulated over time. This ritual of lunar charging imbues these sacred objects with renewed potency, aligning them with the practitioner's evolving journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Incorporating meditation into full moon rituals deepens the process of spiritual cleansing and renewal, as practitioners connect with the moon's transcendental energy to quiet the mind, release psychic clutter, and cultivate inner peace. Through mindful breathing exercises and guided visualizations, individuals open themselves to the transformative power of the full moon, welcoming fresh insights and perspectives into their lives.
All right, I absolutely love it. How about you all? That was so soothing and relaxing and peaceful. Okay, I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. I was actually trying to drown out some of that music in case it was licensed. I don't need any copyright claims. Then they won't monetize the video. Please pay attention. All right, so I hope you all like that because I did. But now let's move on to the next video.
Do not, under any circumstances, do this if you hear from someone from your past in the month of April 2024. And here's why, given the current astrology. So firstly, why are a lot of us hearing from people from our past? It's the deadly combination: eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. Eclipse season isn't always necessarily concerned with the past, but I just feel like with that Libra lunar eclipse on the South Node and the Aries solar eclipse involving Chiron, a lot of people are craving closure. They're reminiscing on the past. So you might be hearing from some people, but here's what not to do. Do not, under any circumstances, make it about them. This Mercury retrograde is focused in the sign Aries, which is about self. And so there can be valuable data that comes up via these people who are returning from the past. With Mercury retrograde aligning with Chiron, you could be craving closure. It could create some closure for you. But when you make it about them, when you think, oh, this person from my past popped up, that means they must be instrumental with my next chapter, you're losing the potency of why these people are coming up. The universe is aligning you to people from your past to reflect something that you need to learn about you and your journey. It's not about them. Don't make it about them. If you hear from someone from your past, reflect on, who was I within this connection? Are there any wounds within this connection that I need to heal? Is there any attributes of who I was or what I learned about myself within this connection that I'm taking with me into my next chapter? Especially with us being at the Aries solar eclipse, we're being launched forward. So it's not necessarily the cosmos saying that you need to take a step backwards if you feel like being with this person will require you to revert to a prior version of self, or to undo all the growth that you've done, or even return back to the scene of the crime, heartache speaking. Just reflect if you hear from someone from your past. What did I learn? And do I want to take this person with me on my journey?
And that's right, because everyone wasn't meant to continue along with you on your journey. Some people you're going to sadly have to leave by the wayside. Please pay attention. And you know, this is why I love TikTok. There is so much knowledge and information on TikTok. Okay. At the end of the day, Biden thinks he's just going to snatch TikTok away from us. Well, he's in for a fight because TikTok is taking them to court. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, let's move on to the next video.
You need to be ready for April 2024. April is the craziest month of 2024, and there's a lot going on. The end of March and the beginning of April is going to start with a lot of changes, a lot of extreme beginnings, and a lot of extreme endings. Piled on top of that, you will feel a sense of enclosure, having to face discipline, having to face boundaries, having to face restrictions, and you will be challenged immensely in the first 2 weeks of April. But here's the good news. The end of April has this quality of a breakthrough, of some sort of opportunity, of some sort of striking fortune or striking gold. And the reason you need to be ready for April is because as you face these challenges, it's going to be easy to give up. It's going to be easy to want to call it quits, and you should not do that, because the end of April and the beginning of May is some of the best energy that we have this year. So I don't want you to call it quits or give up on whatever it is that you're pursuing. You need to face this challenge head on. You need to take it as it comes to you so you can be ready for what's going to be coming next, which is all the good stuff. Like they always say, it's always darkest before the dawn. If you want to keep up with how to handle the energy throughout the year, make sure you follow my page.
All right, so very good. Now here's the last one.
Did you know that from this Tuesday, April 23rd until April 25th, we can use the magical energy of the pink full moon to manifest abundance in our lives? If you desire prosperity to walk beside you, stick around, because today I will share a powerful ritual for abundance and prosperity to attract a lot of money with the energy of this moon. On any night between Tuesday, April 23rd and Thursday, April 25th, pour water into a glass, add a whole lemon, and include 3 coins or a bill. Now hold the glass firmly in your hands and say the following words with great faith. Powerful pink full moon, with your energy and strength, bring forth wealth and abundance into my life. I declare that starting from today, I am a boundless wellspring of prosperity. That is my will, so mote it be. Leave everything overnight under the moon's energy. The following day, wash your hands with that water. Keep the coins in your wallet as a talisman of good fortune until May 23rd, when you will spend them on food, and leave the lemon near your home's entrance until it dries out or spoils.
Okay, first of all, that wasn't a lemon. It was clearly a lime. Please pay attention. And second of all, I think she was into Wicca. Did y'all see that little bitty thing she had? Looked like a little broomstick. It looked like a little small miniature broom. Okay. But nonetheless, so these are just some of the things that people do. All right. These are some of the things people do. Now, what I like to do when I do my full moon rituals is I write down the things that I want to manifest. And I don't write them like, oh, I want this, or oh, I need this, or oh, I hope this, oh, I wish this. I don't write them like that. I write them as though they've already occurred. Okay, I have this. Okay, I draw this. All right. These are the way I write these things out, as if they are already happening or already have happened. That's what I do. And I do this on every full moon. You can do it other times too, but it's something about the powerful energy of the full moons that makes these things, at least for me, manifest more abundantly. And also on this pink moon, because it's in Scorpio, this is a very powerful time to be manifesting. And don't forget that you should be manifesting when you're in the theta brainwave state. And speaking of brainwaves, I meant to show you all this video where this guy claims that they're selling our brainwaves or something like that. I'm going to have to dig that up so I can talk to you all about it. Reggie said, bewitched much. Okay. So anyway, with that all being said, now let's talk about the bananas, because I almost forgot. I almost forgot about the bananas. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and I don't know if all of you will remember this, but I did a video sometime last year, I believe it was, and I showed you how bananas are really supposed to be purple. Okay, bananas are really supposed to be, well, I'm not going to say all of them, but bananas can actually be purple on the outside, and they're supposed to have seeds, these little tiny black seeds. Did anyone ever wonder why there is no seeds in bananas? Then how do they grow? How do they keep growing, right? Queen, the horses bolted and one fell over. Okay. Laverne said, I don't too much trust her. I know, right? She did sound a little sketchy. Okay. Amariah said, say what now? And here's the thing. That little hand statue that she had on her altar behind her, I have one very similar, except mine has the palm up, and then it has like a little space in the palm where you can place a candle. I've had it for years. Okay, Reggie says, I heard about the brain data mining through cell watches and earbuds. Yes, that's what he was saying. And you know, I heard that years ago. I heard that years ago. I didn't want to believe it, but yes, I absolutely think they can download our thoughts. Have you ever been thinking about something when you're on the phone or talking about something and then an ad pops up? The phones and these different devices are listening to us. I was on the phone with a friend of mine about 2 years ago, and she had a crush on Russell Westbrook. Please don't ask me why. Doesn't he wear skirts? But anyway, she had a crush on Russell Westbrook, and she was talking about him. And then when we got off the phone, I went to go check my Twitter. And as soon as I clicked on Twitter, a recommendation for me to follow Russell Westbrook popped up. Now, I can honestly say that Twitter never, or X, formerly known as Twitter, never sends me recommendations for who to follow. At least if they do, I never see them. But right after I got off the phone with her, it sends me a recommendation to follow Russell Westbrook. That's how you know they're listening. And so I called her the next day and told her. I was like, don't you think that's crazy? So the best thing to do is to, in my opinion, is to turn off your microphone on Twitter, Facebook, and all these things when you're not using them. Facebook Messenger, I don't even have that in my phone. But Instagram and stuff like that, I turn the microphones off, okay, when I'm not using the phone. Now, or when I am using it, or when I'm not, how do I want to say it? When I'm not on Instagram and I'm not doing a video on there, which is hardly ever because I don't really do Instagram videos, I turn the microphones off. Like, why do I need it on? So it can listen. I turn Siri off too most of the time. And here's the thing. I asked Siri just the other night, I said, Siri, are you listening to my conversation? And Siri said, no. I respect your privacy. Apple respects your privacy and would never listen to your conversations. I'm like, Siri, please sit down somewhere. You think I believe that? Okay, the queen be activating my Alexa with her beautiful voice, LOL. Are you serious? Thank you, Reggie. Are you serious? That's hilarious. Hold on. Speaking of that, let me tell you something funny. So the other night, I was talking to my boyfriend on the phone, and I was telling him how Siri and Alexa be listening to us when we're not talking to them. And then when I said Siri's name, and I'm sitting there talking trash about Siri, right? And then Siri answers me. And I'm like, ah! Scared the crap out of me. I thought that was hilarious. Okay, Timber Dan said, let me ask my Siri that right now. Oh, yeah, Siri's going to lie. Siri's gonna lie and say, no, I'm not listening. I would never listen to your private conversations. Apple doesn't allow that and all this foolishness. Reg said every piece of our personal technology is part of a larger whole that's like the web. Okay, we're trapped. Absolutely. And think about it. That's why they call it the web. Okay, that's why they call it the internet. Like you get trapped in a net, like you get caught in a web. Why do y'all think they call it that? They use words to perform magic spells, to do nefarious things. Okay, you go on a website, you're on the web, you surf the web, you on the internet. All of these are nothing but words to do all sorts of nefarious. What are y'all laughing at? Reggie said Siri about to show up and show out. Okay. Hold on. Dan says, my Siri said, I respect your privacy and only listen when you talk to me. That's what Siri told me, beloved. I told you. Siri be lying. And don't you think Siri's respecting your privacy? Because no, she isn't. No, she isn't. Okay. Siri said, don't play with me. I hear you. LOL. Exactly. Odd Negroes official said Alexa nosy as F. Okay. Now let me go to this video about the bananas. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. For those of you who are members, I'm going to have something posted for you by 6 o'clock. I'm going to send you the notifications or the links in your email for those of you whose emails that I have. Okay. So please pay attention. And then this Saturday, I'm going to be uploading your master class. Okay. We're not going to be actively on a live in the class, but I'm going to put the information together and I'm going to upload it. Okay. With that all being said, let's go to this video. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
For 2 weeks, you would start to experience improved energy levels, muscle function, and endurance. If you ate 1 avocado every day for 2 weeks, you would experience improved eye health, heart health, and a lower risk of cancer. If you ate 1 apple every day for 2 weeks, you would experience improved gut health, bone health, and metabolism. If you ate 1 cup of blueberries every day for 2 weeks, you would experience improved skin health, brain health, and blood pressure. If nature didn't make it, don't take it. If you ate 1 banana every day for 2 weeks.
Okay, so you all heard that. So what I say to you, eat more fruits. All right, eat more fruits. Organic specifically. Rich said Alexa B wants a party, you got to tell her no. Okay? Absolutely. Ross said, I don't own any of those devices. I even deactivate voice activation on my phones. Good for you, beloved. Because I do use those things sometimes, but then when they're not in use, I do turn them off because I don't want them spying on me. I remember one time I was on Facebook years ago, because I don't fool with Facebook these days, but years ago when I was on Facebook, I was talking about, I don't even know if I was talking, but I know I was thinking about it. I was literally thinking that I wanted one of those Oregon energy pyramids, and I wanted one with amethyst because that's my favorite stone. It's my birthstone. And so do you know that a little while after that, there was an advertisement popped up on my Facebook for an Oregon energy pyramid that was for sale? So yeah, they absolutely are listening. And they absolutely are reading your thoughts, okay? I heard years ago that Google could download our thoughts. And you know they talk about adding consciousness to these AI robots and stuff. Where do you think they're getting it? Where do you think they're getting it? My queen, I got mixed fruit now. Well, you know, that's good, Buckhorse DC, but I hope you're not talking about fruit cocktails. I hope you're not talking about fruit cocktails. Is that your idea of mixed fruit? The kind that comes in the can, beloved, with the syrup? Because that's not going to do you much good. Okay. Odd Negro said, Google is Professor X. All right. So that all being said, Mission Vision says, especially my location. They ask you if you want your location on for everything nowadays. Yeah, and I think that's crazy. Why would I want my location on? Like, I need them to know where I'm at, okay? So with that all been said, everyone please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Please be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Also, if you haven't been to my Spreadshirt shop to purchase anything, please go over there and check it out. You might find something you like. And then also, Don't forget that tomorrow is Trivia Friday. I'm going to give away at least 3 ebooks. Okay. I hope you all enjoy the rest of this evening. Okay. Each one teach one. Thank you. Negro said, great video. Thanks, Queen. You're welcome, beloved. Okay. So each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Reggie said, great broadcast. Everyone saying thank you. You're all welcome. And I love you all to life. And let me tell you all my good news. Some of you were saying that you had good news these past few days. Well, I absolutely had good news, and I manifested this. Please pay attention. I manifested this. Nobody's going to tell me anything different. And so next month, I'm going to be interviewing a person who is running for president. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all who it is right now. I'm going to let y'all marinate on it, okay? Anyone want to send their answers to my email to see if you can guess who it is? The first one that sends the right person, I'll send you a free ebook. But I'm going to be interviewing. It's already been confirmed. As of today, it's already been confirmed. I'm going to be interviewing someone who is currently running for the president of the United States. Okay? I knew somebody was going to say it. Didn't know specifically it would be Dan, but Dan said President Trump. I'm not going to tell y'all who it is. Could be Trump, could not. It could be Biden. It could be anybody. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. Darnell said, I know who it is. I bet you don't. Okay, now if y'all think y'all know, send the answer of who you think it is to my email, therootofallevil227@gmail.com. And if you get it right, whoever sends the right answer first, I'll send you a free ebook. But I know y'all aren't going to guess it. I know y'all are not going to guess it. But I'm excited. Okay, I am excited about this, honey, okay? Because y'all already know what I want to ask them about. Reparations. What do you think about reparations for African Americans? Timber Dan said, I hope it's Mary Ann Williamson. Y'all would have an amazing combo, I think. You know, Mary Ann Williamson is a very spiritual person, supposedly. And one of her poems, our deepest fear, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. But anyway, I'm not going to tell y'all who it is because I know y'all trying to guess. Odd Negro's official said, is Mary Ann still running? No, she absolutely isn't. So anyway, I love y'all. I just want y'all to pay attention, honey. The queen is making moves, okay? I'm one of the hardest working people on ScrewTube. Even though they do me dirty and shadow ban the queen, take away my monetization and all of that. You see, I do it for the love of the people. And that's why the Most High sees fit to continue blessing me. And I don't hate on anyone ever. But when haters come for me, well, of course I'll come back for them because I'm petty like that. All right? And I want you all to pay attention. For all the people that I go in on, at some point, I have said nice things about them. The only reason I've gone in on any of them is because they started saying things about me because they're just hating. All right. So with that all being said, everyone please like and share. Odd Negro says, congratulations, Queen. Can't wait for the interview. Absolutely. I can't wait either, beloved. This is amazing. Okay, so everyone enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. I hope to see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, but also in the morning for your morning wake-up call. Okay, it's going to be some juicy information coming out in the morning, so make sure you're there. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.